What? The DC United might be coming to Baltimore? Are you serious? Um, yeah, it's kind of old, but this is the first time I'm producing a video about the subject. Um, Basically, for those that may not know, last November, former mayor Sheila Dixon, who was indicted for, this stealing gift cards and all that, she sent a proposal to the Maryland State to the Maryland State House and asked them to approve funding for a study to determine whether or not the DC United be a fiscally responsible move for Baltimore. Of course, Maryland, interested in having a MLS franchise, approved the study, and it's been in the works since that time. And the results should be back in by early September sometime, and determine whether or not we'd be able to support them. We being Baltimore. I have to admit, I never really followed soccer like that, but it's actually a very interesting sport. And since learning the possibility of Baltimore, obtaining an MLS franchise, especially when it's storied as much as the DC United, I started to look into the sport a little more, and I actually kind of like it. I'm a football person myself, not soccer football, but football, and but when I think about all the possibilities that are opened by the DC United coming to Baltimore, I just think it's a fantastic proposition. For one, the economic development opportunities that arise from that. It's proposed to be put in the Westport development, one of Patrick Turner's developments down the Middle Branch by Hanover Street Bridge, right down a little bit further down from Oil Park and Camden Yards Industrial Park, Carroll Canyon Industrial Park, where Camden Yards, Oil Park, Camden Yards, and M&T Bank Stadium are at. So it gives us a real sports district feel, and also it provides an anchor for the Westwood development to take off. From there on, it'll open the doors to other individuals, developers, community groups to want to settle in that area. Westport, Cherry Hill, Pigtown, Brooklyn, all in that, vicinity. Also, just as a sports city, to be labeled as, instead of just having football, baseball, we have soccer teams that we support. I believe that the team would definitely do well here. I believe there's a fan base that's here. I think the market is able to absorb another major league team. Also, you have the World Cup. The United States are considered one of the front runners for 2018 and 2022, and Baltimore made the short list so far of possible places for the teams to play. So that's also gives increases the chances of FIFA determining that the World Cup should be hosted, in Baltimore. And so a lot of economic development can come from that. So fiscally. And secondly, I hate DC. I'm sorry, I really do. I've been at Howard for 3 years now, so I pretty much got a lay of the land for DC. And coming from Baltimore and going to DC, it's definitely a change. And I really don't personally like DC for my own personal reasons. I don't feel like going into. I'll make a video later on about that. So the slight DC team that is taking some of the fan base away from the Orioles, took the Bullets back in the 70s and became the Wizards. I feel like it's a good one-up, and it's one, if not the most storied franchise in Major League Soccer. So I'd love to see it happen. I'm looking forward to early September when the results come in, and we'll just take it from there. DC United wants to move. They want to stay, but DC's not making it any a hospitable environment to conduct business in. So I feel as though if Baltimore makes a strong enough proposition, they're as good as ours. Let me know how you feel about the situation. If you think the United should stay as is, but just remember, it's a business first. So if they're not making money, what's the point of having that business model in the first place? So comment, rate, subscribe. I'll get to you later.